Hello, my wonderful mathematicians. We're working again with greater than, less than, and equal to. Today, you're going to fill these symbols into some number sentences. So remind me the names of these. Yeah. So did you say greater than, less than, equal to? Great. So today there's some tricky equations, and you're going to use these equations and you're going to fill those symbols in on these lines. Now, I want you to remember the different things that we've talked about when we've been talking about comparing numbers. So let me share my screen and we'll talk about some different scenarios and how you can tell which is greater than or less than. Okay, so let me erase my board really quickly. Okay, here's my board. Now, let's look at some numbers. So I know that you're all experts at this. When you have two numbers and they're different, right? So you can say, okay, they both have ones and tens. So we're going to compare the tens because that's what's bigger. And then you're going to say, oh, well, this one has a 5 in the tens place and this one has a 4. I know 5 is greater than 4. So 57 is greater than 45. And I know that you can do that. And I know that you can do that even in the hundreds. So if I had 321, 521, I know you would say, oh, they both have hundreds. Let's look at the hundreds place, right? 3 is less than 5, so we need a less than sign here. 321 is less than 521. Which that's true, because picture this. This problem has only 3 hundreds in it, right? And this one has 5 hundreds. So that's a lot more. Okay, I know that you can do that. Now let's look at a problem. Let's look at some of the ones in the hundreds. So say we had 321, and then we had 342. They're both in the hundreds, so we'll look at the hundreds to start with. They both have a 3, so they both have 300. That's the same. So now let's go to the tens place and see. This one has a 2 and this one has a 4. Which is bigger? They're not the same. So is one bigger? 2 or 4? 4. So then, so that automatically makes 342 the bigger number. So 321 is less, so we need the less than sign. 321 is less than 342. Okay. Let's do another scenario. 455, 452. Okay, so think about this. They're both in the hundreds, right? Is that the same? Yeah. How about this? Are their tens the same? Yes. What about when you get here? What about the ones? The ones in 455, 5, and in 452, it's 2. 5 is greater, so we'll use a greater than sign. 455 greater than 452. Okay. I know that you're going to be experts at this. You'll see some today that are trying to trick you. Like if you see 471, 174. See how it's the same numbers, just going opposite each other. Make sure you're always reading your number from left to right and left to right, okay? These are two different numbers, 471, 174. It's always helpful to read it because sometimes when you look at it, you might be like, oh yeah, those are like the same, but they're really not if you read the numbers. The other thing that they might try and trick you on is just taking those same numbers, but putting them in a different order. So you're going to have to be really careful and read your numbers very carefully, okay? This is 407. What's this number? 470. So which number here is greater or bigger? Yeah, the alligator wants to eat 470, so we'll use the less than sign. 407 is less than 470. So you're going to find some numbers that you'll just see them over and over trying to trick you. Let's do this one together. Okay, let's look at the hundreds. Same. Let's look at the tens. Same. Let's look at the ones. Same. Holy smokes. What needs to go here? Equal, right? They're the same. So an equal sign goes there. 351 equals 351. They're the same. Okay. So let me show you what you'll actually be doing today. You have some worksheets that do look like this. Okay, you have 4 of them, and you're going to fill in the greater than, less than, and equal to signs. Okay, I know that you can do it. If you finish that and you need an extra challenge, go ahead on the back and write me some of your own that are tricky. Okay, show me some tricky ones of your own. Make them totally true. Make sure you use the greater than, less than, and equal to. So if I wanted to do a tricky one in the back, I might do, like use the same numbers, like 256, and then I might do 265. There's a tricky one. And then I'm going to fill in which is bigger or which is smaller. What sign do I need? Let's see. Oh, I need a greater than sign. Or I meant, wait a minute. What sign is this? Is this a greater than sign? No. 256 is less than 265. So go ahead, and if you need some extra challenge, go ahead and make up some of your own. Okay, go ahead, mathematicians. Get to work comparing your numbers.